Hello, sweet friends. Welcome to my sweet home. My name is Tracy Campbell, and I'm so excited that you're joining me today for our episode or our series premiere, episode 1 of our little mini series that I am calling Crafting and Decorating with Vintage Family Photos. And in this series, I'm hoping to give you lots of ideas that you can use to display some vintage family photos. Because I'm sure if many of you are like me, or most of us probably are the same way, that we have tons of family photos all tucked away in photo albums, probably tucked away in drawers. Maybe we've even forgotten where some of our vintage family photos are. Or maybe you have children of your own or grandchildren that you want to make sure that you pass on some family memories and let them know who some of their family relatives are and some great stories behind some of these wonderful and amazing people in your family. So I'm hoping to inspire you through this series to pull out some of those cherished vintage family photos and use them in your home decorating, okay? So I hope that you're excited about this little series as I am. I hope to inspire you to think outside of the box and maybe not always go to maybe the easiest way of using just a frame to display your photos, but maybe to think outside of the box and use some items that maybe you haven't thought of using when it comes to displaying family photos. So come along with me and join me today, and you all let me know where you're watching from. It has been a long time since I have been live, and although I've been active on Facebook and we've had lots of amazing things going on in our My Sweet Home communities and groups, I just haven't been live with you all with the project, a decorating or crafting project. So I'm so excited to get back in the groove of things. The sun is shining so bright here in Kentucky today, so it's given me a little extra boost of inspiration, and hopefully I can share that with you all today too. All right, let's see who else is watching. Good afternoon, Julia and Debbie, Phyllis. Hey, Chris, how are you, sweet lady? Terry, thank you for watching, and Donna, Ann from Indiana. Yes, you all just chime right on in and let me know what state you're watching from, and I will be sure to go back and check the comments later on this evening. And if we have any new friends here today, I would love to know that as well too, and just to welcome you into my sweet home. My name's Tracy Campbell. If you are new to our page, so that you know who I am, we've had this page for, I don't know, goodness, it's been a little over a year, 2 years? I don't know, that's crazy. I hadn't even thought about that until right this split second. But most of you probably know me or see me around, and you know that I love decorating with vintage and thrifted items. And so you've probably seen me use things like vintage barrels. We have used vintage jars, vintage bottles. Oh my goodness, the list goes on and on. We have used, oh my goodness, vintage baskets, jugs, vintage wooden boxes. We've even used a, oh my goodness, the word just left me. Oh, a vintage colander. Isn't it funny how those words just kind of slip your mind sometimes? But yes, we've used lots of things like that in a lot of my decorating videos. But today, our spotlight vintage items we're using today are these graters. Now, I don't know if you all are Pinterest fans like I am. and I could spend hours on Pinterest just looking and browsing at all the amazing ideas over there. But I think they're going to be perfect for the little project that I'm going to be using today. And what I hope is if you have some of these items, it doesn't even have to be cheese graters or graters at all. You could totally take this idea and think outside of the box with your own items that you may have, and I'll kind of give you some ideas of some other things that you can use too in place of these in case you can't get your hands on these. But now if you have some family hand-me-downs or some heirlooms of these, get your hands on them. These are amazing, and there's so many things you can do with them. So today, these are not anything that has been passed down in my family. I just grabbed these at my local antique store here in Owensboro. And I've been looking for lots of these for a while because I've kind of wanted to start a new collection. How many of you like collecting things? So my new little collection frenzy have been these little graters, and I've been lucky to get my hands on these too, but they are hard to find. So if you find one, grab it up, and you never know what you can do with it. I think this one was just $2. In fact, I don't even know how much this one was, but they're relatively inexpensive, okay? So you can do a lot with them without spending a whole lot of money. And my other goal today is to use the items that you see here on my table. Now, if the comments are in your way, I think you can either swipe it one way or the other, or you can push, there's a little arrow down at the bottom of your screen where you can sink the comments down, and then you can push it back up to raise them back up so that you can see what's on my table today. But I'm wanting to make this project with items without using anything that could damage the integrity of our items. So I'm using some actual photos, family photos, from my family collection, but you can use photocopies of family photos if you would want to, if you're worried about damaging them in any way. But my goal is to make this little project without using hot glue or anything of that nature, okay? So, good afternoon, Mary. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Roxy. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Annette and Carla. We have 116 ladies on. That is awesome. Thank you so much for spreading the word that I am on live, because I haven't been on since Christmas, and so I really was afraid that you all may have forgotten about me. But let's go ahead and get started. So what I have a few of these, obviously, and I really don't know how, or I don't have a specific plan in mind on how I'm going to put these together, but I know I want to use both of these, and I've pulled out a couple of photos. I have some scrapbook paper over here. Let me see if I can tilt my camera down just a teeny bit. Hey, Darlene and Belinda. Sorry, my hand's getting in the way. Hey, Jean. Hey, Tracy. Just found me first time. Well, awesome. Thanks for watching. I love seeing if we've got new friends on here, and all of our regular sweet friends here will be sure to welcome you. Thank you for watching. So scrapbook paper, family photos. I have some clothespins, okay? And then I have just some other odds and ends. Some ribbon, some twine, some greenery, and a few little florals. I have some double-sided tape. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not, but I figured that might be a little safer to use than glue if we have to use anything like that. Scissors, and then I even have a little surprise that I'm going to show you at the end that we're going to kind of tuck in here to kind of give it that extra wow factor when we're finished. Okay, so you want to stick around and see that. Hey, Belinda, first time watching from Tennessee. Well, you're not too far from me. I am in Kentucky. Hey, Katie Evans, how are you? Cindy and Francine, Mary from Wisconsin. That is amazing. We've got ladies from all over today. All right, so we're just going to get started with this. So what I have done, I have pulled out a few photos that I think will fit nicely in regards to the scale of my little graters. Now, this one is still even dusty from where I haven't even cleaned this one off, but I'm going to have to go back and kind of give it a little cleaning before I set it out and actually use it. But if you have something like this that's passed down from your family, how neat would it be to attach like a photo of the person that it belonged to, so that maybe when these cherished items get passed down to the next generation, that they can make the connection of, oh yes, this was Grandma Josephine's cheese grater, and my mom has had it for years, and this is what she looked like, and this was actually her. She had her hands on it. She used it in her home. But to attach a picture with an item is worth more than any amount of money that you can pay for something, right? So use this in your home decor. Hi, Diana. Olive Hill, Kentucky. Katie, welcome. So that is my goal, to kind of inspire you to kind of think how you can pass down cherished family memories to your loved ones. So even though this is not anything that's tied to my family, I still love the idea of using vintage items in my home decor. And so I've picked out this small little photo because it kind of fits in connection with the scale. I like seeing the design of the grater around it. So I'm just going to use this small family photo, and I love the photo's effect of how it has the worn edges. Do you see the, let me see if I can get real close. Can you see the edges of those family photos? This is like an authentic family photo that has this little raw edge, and I love that. You can't get that anywhere these days, okay? So this is my grandparents and my uncle, one of my dad's brothers, and I'm gonna use this one on this one. And then I've pulled out another one, another family photo. This even has some backing still left on it, but I love it. I'm gonna leave it on there. And I think I'm gonna use this one on my larger item. And then we're gonna kind of embellish and really decorate these up, okay? Without anything abrasive, like any glue or anything. So my idea is to use these little clothespins, and we're gonna attach these little photos. For sure, I think I'm gonna use, let's see. We might not use the clothespin on both of them. We'll see. Actually, I think I'm gonna use the clothespin on this little one, and then we'll do it a little bit different style on the larger one. Okay, now, if you do not have any clothespins that are kind of worn and weathered, let me see if this will work better on this side. Just kind of have to play with it a little bit. Okay, now my clothespin is wanting to be a little stubborn. Let's try it again. And I don't want it to lay perfectly flat. I kind of like that it has a little bit of dimension there. It gives it a little bit of character. I just don't want my clothespin hiding any part of my photo. So this is a little tricky because the little slots on my cheese grater are kind of playing with my clothespin. Now you could also, well, shoot. You could also use magnets, and I was gonna dig out, I think I have some little tiny magnets that I could decorate and use on here. Would probably be more ideal. But I thought I would just use this first and see where it gets us. We got it. Finally, persistence pays off. Hey, Miss Pam. Hey, Tanya and Michelle. All right, so we've got this attached now with the clothespin, so we're not damaging the photo, right? So now what I'm gonna do, I just have some of these little florals. I couldn't even tell you where these came from. I want to say maybe Joann's, but I've had them a long time. And even though they're fake, artificial, however you want to say it, they are more made from like a paper natural type material, fibers. And so that's what I'm using on the side of this, because I feel like it kind of plays in to the natural type effect. Now, these colors kind of tie in with my home decor, the creams and the beige. Now, even though this looks a little more yellow on camera than it really is in real life, but you can use any kind of florals you want. I even have some cream colored ones here that might look a little better here. Let's see. I think I like those better. Let's see if I have a shorter stem of those. Yeah. I think something real simple and dainty like this on the side would work for this. And so what I think I'm going to do, let me set my big grater over here on the side, and we're going to use some twine. And remember, our goal, or my goal on this, is to decorate this, embellish this without using any hot glue, because I don't want to damage my photos, and I want to keep the integrity of the grater, because when you use hot glue on something like this, even though it might peel off later, it may remove some of the patina of the metal on these graters. So I'm just going to try to do everything. Hey, Sandy, Tony, and Donna, and Jeanette. Amazing. Thank you all for watching. Hey, Linda. So I'm trying to use everything on here that's natural without damaging these photos. So we'll see how it gets, where it gets us. We'll see if our mission is accomplished. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this twine and kind of wrap it around on the side here. Let me see, let me get this to the, all right, I don't want anything super like overpowering, because what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm actually going to use these two graders as like a little set. So I don't want anything too like over the top that would take away from the pictures, obviously. And I want the pictures and the graders to really be the focal point, okay? So everything else that I'm adding, I want it to be real subtle. This is just my style. You can take this idea and totally make it your own. You can bling it up. You can add as many different elements as you want, but I like to go with neutrals. I like to go with naturals and things that just are real earthy, okay? And not real over the top blingy for me. But you can totally make this your own style. There's lots of different ways that you could do this. Okay, so what I have done, real simple, okay? Just taking this little floral, attach the twine across the front. Now, I could embellish this up with some lace. I could add some buttons. What I think might really be cute is if I had some little buttons with some magnets to attach this picture. And I think that's what I might go back and do later. I'll remove this because I feel like this might take away from it a little bit. It's a little too big, I think. So I'll probably find some magnets and use that on the side. And I'm thinking I might need just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit. Let's see if this little greenery works. I do kind of want, yeah, kind of like that. Because I am going to use some greenery on my other one. I'm going to kind of design it a little bit different. We're going to use some greenery on it, and I can't wait to show you what it's going to look like. Because we're going to take it a little bit different direction. Because I want these to complement each other, but I don't want them to be totally identical either. Complement, but not identical. Similar. That's what I'm trying to say, maybe. Okay. All right. So, here we go. There's one. This little greenery doodad is wanting to stick out and be a little stinker. All right, so you can add more, and I'll probably have to, you know, when you make something, when you create something, sometimes you kind of have to look at it for a day or two, and you think, oh, that might need something else. Or, hey, I've got this. Why didn't I think of this? I can add this to it. So I might be in that boat, but I'm going to kind of look at this for a day or two and see how I like it. I think I'm already kind of not liking this little twine over the top here. You know what I could do? I could just do that number and take the clothespin off. I like that better. I do like that better. And how cute would a little button or something like that be attached to my twine? Not my photo, but to attach it to the twine I think would be really cute. Let's see if we've got a little flower that might look cute on there. I don't think, if I pull that off, that might actually ruin. You all let me know what you think here. Does the green one need to be on this side? That's too much. I think that takes away. All right, so I think that's where we're going to leave this one for now. Hey, Martha. Hey, Miss Dina. How are you, sweet lady? Hello, Pam. Hello, Donna. Thank you. That's adorable. Thank you so much. All right, so I think those colors kind of work good together. Now, let's work with the complementing piece here, okay? I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with this one. Okay, let me slide some of these things over. Let's see, no clothespins right this moment. We're gonna see what we can do here. Okay, so I told you I have this photo, and it's a little bit larger. It's longer, and I think it will take up this. It will take up the space a little better. Okay, and then I can also still see the wonderful design of the grater around the edges. Okay, hey Christy and Meg. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for watching. Chrissy, it's been forever since I've been able to watch you. You're right. I was saying at the beginning of the video, it's been since before Christmas since I've been on live, and I am so sorry. Things have just been, we've been busy here, but I just haven't been live busy, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm looking at, in case you're wondering, I've got a little, let me show you. I've got a whole drawer that I've kind of just pulled out. And it's some of these old scrapbooking scissors. Like if you've seen these before, I've had these since I was in college, okay? It's been a long time. But I can't throw them away. These things were like expensive back in the day. And so I just like pulled them out at random times. And I thought, you know what? I think today's project might work for this. So what I think I'm going to do here let me look. I've got some scrapbook papers. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? It just has like vintage, like ads, like newspaper ads or advertisements. Take a look at that. Isn't that like eye candy for you vintage lovers? Isn't that amazing? I'm thinking I want to cut out a piece of something, paper, to go around the edges. Look at this one. This is really pretty. I love this. These are just scrapbook pages, and I have had these since I was in college too, probably. And I've pulled a few of these out that I thought might work. This is really cool. It has some maps on here. And hey, Kim and Debbie. How are you, ladies? And then this one is just something real subtle. Thought that was real soft. But here's what I'm wanting to do here with this photo. I'm just wanting to have something as like a little border around it, just to kind of give it some dimension, some layers to it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut like a little frame around here, okay? And then kind of layer these together when I put them on. But I think, let me see what color. I'm really leaning towards this one. Let's see what it looks like. I like that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut around this, and we're gonna make a little layered effect on this piece of paper. So I think I'm gonna go down here. I like I'm gonna cut, I'm not gonna be exact. I just want a little outline. Let me show you. I'm just gonna cut around and let some of that design of that scrapbook paper kind of show around the edges here. Okay, so I used my scrapbook scissors around this edge, but I need to go through and do this edge and the bottom since I picked a corner. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Just shimmy on down the edge here so that we get that neat little scalloped looking edge on this. Okay, so here's what I have, and I'm just gonna kind of layer this on top of it, okay? Now, you could, at this point, you could use some double-sided tape if you're using original family photos. I think I'm gonna leave it like this, okay, and see how it goes. Hey, Marianne. Hello, Vivian. We're gonna see how this works for us. We're just gonna see. I don't know, let's see. Tell me what you think. This is actually larger than my grater now, so I'm not sure that I'm digging that because it kind of hides some of my grater. Maybe I just need to trim it a little bit closer. Or you know what? I've got even a better idea. I am gonna make this a little bit smaller, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I've got an idea. Have an idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna offset it a little bit, I think. I don't know, let's see. Let's see how we like it. It doesn't have to be exactly lined up. I like that. What do you think? It's just kind of offset, makes it look kind of like a little scrapbook type effect, like a little collage. Hey, Claudia and Carolyn and Selena. Thank you, ladies, for watching. Excuse me. Okay, I think I like that. I think I like that. Now, here's the question. Should I put it on this side of my grater? Or should I put it on this side of my grater? Which do you think looks better? Hey, Donna, thank you. You like this? You like this side better? Well, these are the smaller holes, and these are the larger ones. Maybe you can just say smaller or larger, and that'll kind of give me, I think I'm kind of leaning towards the smaller holes, I think, for this. But you all let me know what you think. Hey, Marianne, newbie from Michigan. Carol says this side. I think you're talking about this one, maybe. Donna says first one. Beth says second side. The larger is Donna. Okay. All right. Small. Oh, I think we're about even. Okay, well, the best thing about this is I'm not going to attach it like with glue, so we can totally change our mind later if we want to. And I might do that. Back to what I said a while ago. Sometimes I change my mind on things after I look at it for a while. So let's try the clothespin method first and see what we like. See if we like it. Maybe since this is a larger scale grater, that we can work with it. Okay. Now And my photo kind of wants to curl up a little bit. I think I'm okay with that. What do you think? I like this. Hello, Carol Newby from Ohio. Thank you for watching and welcome to my sweet home. I think we're about even. I've seen about the same, smaller, larger. The smalls win. I think we're right. We're going to see how it goes and we can change it. That's the great thing about not totally securing this permanently with any type of glue. We can change it up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I have just a little greenery pick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this greenery pick, and I might need to take my clothespin off to do this. Yeah, let's take this off for just a second. I'll lay that right there. We'll put it right back on. But I need to take this greenery, and I'm going to stick it down in the top of this grater, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some out on the other side. Hey, Elena, didn't see that you were on. Gotta go drive your last bus route. Awesome. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you. Hey, Margie. Hello, Joyce. Thank you all so much for showing up today. I just appreciate it so much. All right, some of these little greenery pieces just fell out. I'm just going to tuck them right back in there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take this right back over here. Thank you, Sandra. All right. Let's see if we can get this back on the way we had it. Let's see. Let's see. I kind of like it tilted at an angle. I think it kind of gives it a little bit of character, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Well, let me know what you think. This light is kind of glaring off of my photos. But let's see. Maybe it looks better like this. I think these make a really nice little pair of objects that you can decorate your kitchen with. You can set on a shelf, okay? You could even tuck away in a corner of maybe like an entryway table, something cute and unexpected. But who would ever think that you could use cheese graters to display your old family photos? Isn't this amazing? So let me show you the last little surprise that I was going to add, okay? You know that I always kind of like to add just a little bit of a twinkle to some of these. Thank you, Belinda. Love both of them. I know I can't decide which one I'm going to like better. And it really will probably just depend on where I find a spot to put them. But the pictures are interchangeable. The greenery and the florals are interchangeable. Excuse me. And nothing is permanently attached. So, hey, this is totally a project that you can do and not have to worry about damaging anything that you may be collecting if you have antiques and true original family photos. So I just have a little strand of twinkle lights, okay? And so what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can kind of separate this little bundle. This is all one large strand, and I may not. I've kind of rolled it up, and I'm probably not going to be able to get these off. But let me show you what I have in mind to do with these. All I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some. I might sprinkle some at the top, but really what I was wanting to go for is like a little nightlight effect, okay? I'm going to just sit this up inside of my grater, okay? Now, I would stretch these out because you can see inside my grater. You can see kind of like where my ball of lights are. So I need to spread these out inside the cheese grater. But isn't this an amazing idea? Excuse me, I'm getting a tickle. Stretch these out. Let's do this. I think we can do this. Now these are electric, but you can buy battery operated ones. But I love the electric ones. For one thing, is I never have to worry about, oh, this is it. I never have to worry about replacing the batteries. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this looks like. And then also, these electric ones come with a remote, okay? I'm so sorry. So you can turn these on and off with a remote. Is that not amazing? All right, so I'm just going to kind of spread these up inside this one. set that down like so. Let me see. Let me swipe my comments over. Swipe, sorry. Swipe those over. Okay. Hang on and let me get this situated, and then I'll kind of show you. I'll kind of pick these up so you can get a better view. All right. Oh my gracious, what is going on? Got a tickle in my throat. Okay, so I would set these so that my wire wouldn't show, okay? And then, and I think these would be sitting up higher so that you wouldn't even see my lights at the top. But let me kind of show you how adorable these are gonna be with the lights glowing inside. You're gonna have a little night light. And it sets off a really soft glow. And the best thing about these little lights, of course, you have twinkling options. You can dim them, you can brighten them, turn them off, turn them on, all with this remote. You don't have to worry about replacing the batteries or anything. Isn't this amazing? So how amazing would this be to even, excuse me, to create a, maybe a Mother's Day present for your mom or your grandmother with some family photos. Wouldn't this be a super cherished item that they could just proudly display in their home, okay? So I hope you have enjoyed today's first episode of this series of using vintage family photos to decorate and craft in your home. So before we meet again next time, I want you to see if you can grab just a regular composition notebook. Anything, these dollar store, Dollar Tree, Walmart has these. Nothing fancy, just get a plain composition notebook. We are gonna do something really neat with vintage family photos using one of these very soon. So you all stay tuned. I'll let you know when I'm gonna go live to present that next episode in this series. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.